Uh, Hey up. Hey everybody. How are we doing? Who do we have in here? P, lot more cryptos, static noise, Mace Sound, Ethereum, Munir, Ryan, Muddy Perilli, Crypto God, Bacalaya, Nahuel, Metafic, Pedro, and everyone else. Jeepers, CH4 Cowboy, Adrian. Cool. All right, welcome everyone. How are we doing today? Yeah, it's not often I stream on a Monday. Yeah, I'm still. It's a Monday. It's a Monday, but it's been a crazy price action. So I thought I would jump on here today. We'll have a little bit of a stream. We'll go over some of, just the ridiculous move that we've had up today. And yeah, just see if we can find some trades, do some analysis, look at some charts, see what's going on across the market. I've just been chilling today, to be honest. I've taken 2 trades, both of which were short-lived, and yeah, just riding the remainder of the long position. Actually, 3 trades now. Sorry, 3 trades. I have taken a short within the last hour or so. Around about, yeah, it was about an hour ago that I took a short position. At this point, it's just hedged. So yeah, I'll cover some of the trades the trades that I've taken today. So it was a long on Bitcoin, a long on Ethereum, a short on Bitcoin, and now another short on Bitcoin. And I think I'm probably going to get stopped on this short on Bitcoin again now. But yeah, we'll go over what we're looking for. I mean, it's been a crazy move. It's really hard to start to judge this. Like, you got to give it a bit more time to really settle and to really know where we are right now. I mean, we've come up, we've just ridiculous move up through the POC, took out one high, through the monthly open as if it was nothing, took out these highs. Now for myself, thinking, okay, we're coming towards the end of the day, but I don't feel that confident in this. What I was thinking was basically just, yeah, up at these highs. It was coming into the wicks that we had previously. I took a short. My average is literally exactly where price is right now. It's 24,300 exactly. So that's where my short position is. It wasn't the best. I just saw a bit of a rejection here, and we slightly had this little bit of an SFP. I know it's not you've got candle closes above, but I'm thinking that we're starting to lose a little bit of momentum here. And this was just one that I wanted just to take a hedge against the long position I've got, or the remainder of the long position that I still have. But yeah, if I'm honest with you, I think this is I don't know. It's just, this is crypto, this is Bitcoin. It's amazing, it's incredible, and that's why we love this market. And it's just weird, because it happened over the weekend, and we had a lot of this move over the weekend, and then today I tend to just take the odd little trade here and there on a Monday, and I literally, how are we up 25% since I last spoke to you guys? It's just mad. How? This is the entry we took. Look. I still have that little line on my chart. That's the entry that we took during the stream with the crew. Well, actually, this was with the crew, and then the entry that we were going over on the stream on Friday. And then bears had nothing. So we had a really decent move up. We were holding here. Usually I'd close on a Friday night, but I was like, yeah, I didn't see any need to. I'd taken profit on this, and look at it. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is insane. And this is what's really like kind of frustrating sometimes, because you remember I was showing that position. It was like 2 Bitcoin position size. I'd be up, what, 20K, 25K at the moment from that right now. But as it stands, I've made about 6 grand profit, which is very nice for a Monday. Still, with only a 0.25 position size left, I'm still like $1,200 unrealized profit that I still have to realize on this. So I'm just holding this as like a yay. Like this is just yeah, ridiculous. Sometimes you just get those trades and they just go beyond any kind of expectations. And I think that's what we've had. Yeah, that's literally what we've had. So very, very nice. I hope that most people here had got into a long on Friday, because realistically, I think that's what we were talking about. We wanted those Friday lows to be taken over the weekend, and what we so often have is those Friday lows taken over the weekend. But I think you had the opportunity on Saturday. So if you'd missed the trade on Friday, the fact that you'd come out and taken out a bunch of like equal lows here over the weekend, you'd already had a decent retrace, you changed the market structure, you're coming back into a decent area, you're hitting stops. And really, that should have been a good opportunity to just go in for something, I think, at that point. So hopefully everyone is in a long. And yeah, hopefully everyone's very happy. What do we have in the chat? Hey Luke, how is this a short squeeze? When I look at coin analyze data, there isn't even substantial long liquidations during the consolidation, down 19 to 20K. Open interest only going down. Very confusing. Well, we can have a look, can't we? So here's your short positions. And this, to be honest, I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. This could squeeze so much more. So if you're just looking at the USDT perp and you're looking at overall open interest, it's not down that much over the past couple of days. I think still a lot of people just trapped in bad positions, maybe shorts from around, maybe even just shorts that they've been holding within the range previously. The short positions could certainly get a lot more wrecked. Like this only just looks like the beginning. And yeah, what, like you're saying, longs down as well, open interest not too significant. So yeah, it very well could be the just the start of something. And yeah, we'll see. Like I say, it's Monday. I haven't really done too much analysis on the chart. I haven't looked into this too much. But we do have to be aware we've got an MPOC coming up here. So 24,700. If you're looking for a technical level, if we're going to get an SFP off of these local highs, then 24,700 could be a good area in which to start to look for, again, just another trade. We can still trade this as normal. It's still very much tradable. And the long that I'd taken today was really nice. I just closed out of it too quickly. So 24,700 takes out this high. Oh, I quite like this. We found ourselves a nice little setup here already, because we haven't taken out that high yet. If we go on to session volume profile, is that going to be resting just above here? Yeah. This is looking sexy for a nice little trade already here. So we do have one daily MPOC. as a scalp, if you're going against the trend, you've got to go with the scalp. Let's put it as 24,650 because I think the time POC was there. You've got 24,650 to 24,7, 24,640. So we'll say evens 24,650. There you go. A few minutes in, so there's a short setup straight away. And the other thing is if we start to break market structure here, then yay. This is the reason why I've taken the short earlier on, because we did break this local market structure just from a 1 minute time frame. You can see moving up, coming down, breaking through a few lows, getting the little retrace, getting into that trade around 24,300. Now we're starting to break this trend line thing that we're currently in. So we'll see how that pans out. If this is going to get lower, I'd just look for a target around here, you know. Around that POC. Let's take it down here. Or at least just take out these lows. Fuck it. Like, this is insane. Like, there's so much volatility here. Like, I took a really not a very good short position. And because it's just we're moving like big swings, there's loads of money to be made here. It's insane. It's really, really nice. Don't really have to. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Nichols, where can we long? Oh, I don't know. Right, we found a couple of short setups already. This is just. I'm going to add an alert there. I'm going to add an alert here. Auth Crypto thinks back to 20.5. Wishful thinking. I mean, yeah, we'd have to wait like a long time to be able to find short setups that's going to take us back down here. Like, if you're looking for a retrace like this, that's going to need a significant distribution up at the highs, which will make it really easy to get into anywhere, I would have thought. Like, we'll just be looking for something like this, okay? And then you drop. But yeah, I think that's wishful thinking for anyone who took or who missed the long position right now. Luke, why is BTC going up so hard while ES1 is dropping like a rock? I think it's crypto, isn't it? So I think this is the narrative that we've got. There was all the USDC FUD, which is just bullshit. So if you fell for USDC FUD, like, oh, just slap yourself. You've got the bank issues that's going on in the US. Yeah, that's going to harm some startups, but Bitcoin's not a startup. It doesn't have money in the bank. It doesn't care, does it? Like, this is what it was made for. So I think, yeah, overall, that there was the initial drop that we had when all of the FUD started coming out. But like, literally, this is what Bitcoin was made for. So I'm not into like fundamentals and things like that, but I do think that there was just a really good opportunity to squeeze the life out of anyone that was bearish, anyone that had given up on the market. Very, very similar situation to what happened with FTX. I mean, the FUD's not big. Yes, it's a fairly substantial bank in the US, but like we've seen in the UK, the UK branch of Silicon Valley Bank's just been bought up. I don't know what's going on in the US, but yeah, this is ridiculous as well. What do you mean? FUD or not, USDC actually depegged, and without Fed intervention, situation would have been quite catastrophic. Fed intervention? How did the Fed have anything to do with USDC? USDC's decoupled so many times in the past. Like, go back a couple of years ago, and it was always moving around. It's just become very stable recently, and it was just an opportunity. Look, you just look at USDC chart, USDT, something that's got a lot of history. I don't know. Bittrex is old. Look at it. It's nothing new. It's done it loads. Check another chart. Bitstamp. Okay, yeah, that's a bit different, but that's only recent history. Find stuff that's has a bit more. Where is it? It's done it loads of times, and this is what I didn't get. And this is why I just ignored it over the weekend. Look, OKX. Look, at one stage it was worth like almost $2. It's a blip. Yeah. I never get drawn into FUD. Like at some stage, maybe it will burn you, but that's the thing. If you're protected enough, and you've got your assets that are, what do you call it? If you're diversified in your assets, then I don't think it really matters. I saw it all happening over the weekend. I just didn't really comment on it. I didn't feel a need to. I didn't feel like I wanted to get involved. It's just crypto. So yeah, it's just crypto. And like you say, there's been situations in the past where it's been depegged for since the 9th of November to the 16th of November. Back here, 11th of May to the 18th of May. So it's gone through a few days worth of losing its peg for a while. So yeah. I generally just ignore that stuff, and if I do get blown up on it one day, then I get blown up on it one day. But what's the point? What's the point in freaking out and selling, and just focus on the charts? Make sure you're diversified. Make sure you're not overexposed into anything. If USDC were to go under and Bitcoin was to crash 20% as a result, it crashes 20% as a result. That's why I've got USDT to back it up. That's why I've got cash in exchanges to back it up. That's why I've got other assets. And it doesn't affect my trading, because if it was to happen, you could take the short positions. So yeah, I don't know about the narrative. I just, generally speaking, just focus on the chart. I haven't researched it. Like honestly, I just haven't researched it. All I did was looked at the chart and I was like, this has happened before. It's going to restore its peg. I'd said that about Luna, but I didn't have any exposure in Luna. I was short Luna, so I actually did okay. But sometimes, yeah, sometimes the FUD is founded, I guess, and it happens. But more often than not, it's just nonsense. You just got to ignore it and just get on with things. And yeah, we'll have a look at some. Let's have a look at the charts. But that's what I think. Like ultimately, that's what I think. I think that the market, there was an opportunity there. People who were fearful, like if you chill with your money and you chill about the market, and this is the thing, like the market wants to punish those who are Jason Casper. Hello. All right. Jay, you've been shorting all day. 100x full account, getting wrecked. Only have $100 left. Any tips? I'm going to throw that $100 into 100x short for you right now. And then if I make the profit, I'll send it right back to you on your next stream. So let's see how it goes. Let's go. $100 short. I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. I'm going to do it on BingX. Jay Casper's tipped me. Let's go BTC USDT. Oh, oh, my exchange is disconnected. Why has it done that? I have to reconnect. Trading panel. Let me just do it on here. I need another exchange open. I can't do it. Right, okay. I'm just gonna double down on my short position now. There you go, Jay. I've taken a short. 100x short. Done. If I make this money back, if we dump to zero, you can have it. I'll tip you on the next one. Where were we? Where were we? Now we got to do 100x. If Jay's been doing 100x all day, that's the rules. Look, we've broken the meme trend line. We're coming down. We're crashing now, yeah. We're about to crash. Bitcoin's going to zero. It's all done. It's over. Yeah. Finished. Dump it. Dump it. Dump it. Dump it. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, I've started this sentence so many times and keep getting distracted. I keep getting distracted. I think that the market sensed an opportunity because those who are fearful, those who are worrying about their money, those who are impatient, those who have just not the ability to take losses, and maybe like that's something that, I don't know, causes them fear. They were selling the other day. They were protecting their capital, doing all of that kind of thing, getting out of crypto. This is what happens all the time. So every time Bitcoin, FTX, what happened during FTX? People fled out of crypto back into fiat. With this situation, stable coins getting some FUD. What are people going to do? USDC very, very tied into Coinbase, especially Binance have a lot of it. They're switching a lot of their stuff over to USDC right now. So people flee out of crypto into fiat because there are fiat on ramps within those exchanges. They sell their Bitcoin. Market wrecks, like just reverses the other way, and then they're forced to buy back in at a higher price once everyone forgets that there's FUD going on. And it just happens over, like, all the time. It's just consistent, like, yeah, just all the time it happens. And I've just seen it so many times that I literally just, oh, FUD, ignore. But yeah, what I want to go over today, like seriously, I want to go over the other long position. So that's the epic long. That's the one that I'm just going to keep on my Bybit account forever. If we do go back to 100k, I'm going to keep $1 on this trade here because we took this live, and I can always go like, look, I took that trade, no one else did. Fuck you guys, I win, and show that one forever. But the trades that I've taken today were really, really quite straightforward. All right, very, very simple stuff. This is what we teach you all the time. This is the kind of thing that we talk about in the crew. These are the setups that we like. This is our bread and butter. So what we had earlier, okay, was a situation where we had price that came down, took out the Asia lows. Okay, so price has a decent little range. Put in during the Asia session. You failed to take out the highs. All right, so price comes up, little SFP off of a local high, get some long positions in. What's likely to happen then? You failed to take out the highs, so therefore you're going to take out the lows. So for me, I took a long here. I missed this one, so I missed that initial bounce, and then I was just waiting because we had that rejection. I was looking for price to come back down, make a higher low, and then get that reversal. Okay, but I was able to get back in, same price. Okay, so I got back into that trade like 21.8 something. The trade's gone now. I closed it fairly quickly. So yeah, we had the bounce. I'd taken profit, held daily open. Once again, as we came up and took the highs from the day, took profit here. Monthly open, I tried to scalp short, closed it break even, and then as soon as we started breaking through this, I just closed out of that trade. So once again, okay, we caught like literally the exact low of the day, like we did on Friday. So took the long there, and you're up 12%. And exactly like we did on Friday, okay, you took the long there, low of the day, same setup. Asia session, range, London takes the lows, reversal. So simple. Just do it and you make money. Look, again, Saturday, what happened? Asia, London takes the Asia lows, reversal. Here, okay, this didn't happen quite at the same time, but Asia session, a few minutes before it opens, it's a Sunday, whatever, doesn't matter. It's a Sunday. You take out the lows from the previous session. Here you go, on the London one. New York does it. New York takes out the London lows, reversal. And it's just, you can just do this stuff every single day. And it just makes you money. And it's really nice. It's just really nice. And you don't really need to think too much more about it. So that's, yeah, that was the setup again today. And on Ethereum, it was a very, very, very similar situation. I did this as a bit of a meme earlier. I don't even know where we are. Here, the weekly. So, where are we on Ethereum? Zoom out. Price moved up. I hate this power of three thing. Die, get off of my chart. I do not want to trade that nonsense. I just put it there so I could tweet about all the SMC kids jizzing in their pants over power of three setup that's going to take us up here. But yes, it's there. Anyway, yeah, change of market structure on here. You held the POC, you held the weekly level, and again, an opportunity to take a long position. So you put on the sessions back on here. And what did Ethereum do? Very, very similar situation. Okay, Asia session, London takes the lows, reverse. And it's, yeah, really straightforward. So this is what we were, when we were talking about it over in the trading chat. I did post the ETH setup, didn't I? We'll open up the Discord. Here's the Discord. Oh, what's this? Does anyone have server boosts available to them? If you do, can you get on that? Can anyone server boost us, please? I just noticed this. Look, it says, oh no, your server is going to lose a level. Refer to your server settings for status details. I'm currently giving 11 server boosts a month to my own server, and it's costing me, so that's like $3 or something per boost per month. So I know it's my server and whatever, but I'm spending like $40 a month just to boost my server. So if anyone else wants to boost it, that would be helpful because it's literally just me boosting it right now. So there we go. Boost the server, please. I've just noticed this. We'd be very, very thankful for it. Anyway, what were we talking about? This was the scalp short from monthly open and then close break even, not stepping in front of it. I just was like, it's no good. ETH, same situation. Okay, that's where we're looking for the long on Ethereum. Taking out the lows, we wanted it to come down here. Didn't quite get there, but a little opportunity to take the long on Ethereum. And then we were talking about all of the trades throughout the trading chat earlier as well. So, yes. Jeepers, yeah, I did. But what if I lost 6K and I've still got to pay $40 a month? Look, I'm so cheap. Like, I refuse to pay. What was it I was saying the other day about like the exocharts data on ES? I was like, I'm not paying for that. I don't want to. That's not my job. No, I'm giving enough boosts already. I'm paying for enough boosts already. Someone mentioned Doge. Lagging, eh? Gave a nice long. I mean, if you're just looking at very simple, like, CZ announced a 1 billion buy yesterday. Okay. Yeah, I need to start. I need to chart this again. This is an old chart. Oh, okay. we're talking about this, right? Remove drawings. I can't be bothered with that. This. Never like didn't really hit into like. Is that like a higher time frame thing on here? Where's our yearly open? It's always nice to mark that and just see how prices interacting around those. Quarterly. Okay. Can I apply the uneven butt cheek pattern to your trading? Would you like me to demonstrate by twerking on camera for everybody? $1,000 worth of tips, and I'll show my hairy, uneven butt cheeks on camera. I don't even have like a. I can show it on a. Hey, here's some uneven ones. But did we have any uneven ones as we got Jay in the house? Did we have any uneven butt cheeks here at all? I don't really. Yeah, you got some down here. This is where I took the long. Wow, what a surprise! I'm using this on an RSI, but there's your little crack, right? And this is what bears just couldn't hold their little dribbly shit coming out of their uneven, acne-ridden, hairy butt cheeks. And what happens at that point is you started it. All right. We're deleting that. I'm not the uneven butt cheeks guy. Don't make me do it. That's Jay's thing. He can do it better than me. I just get ridiculous. I take it too far. Oh, I just don't even have my water. It's gone. It's okay. I've removed the pooey anus from my chart. I have not been drinking Captain Morgan. I want my water bottle, but it is downstairs. Where are we? Let's talk serious business. I don't know how we can talk serious business. We've got to do some higher time frame stuff here. Let's look at the ES and just see what it's done. I haven't really monitored this. I've done nothing. This is where it starts to get really interesting, right? Because Bitcoin, Bitcoin up 25%, but the SPX, I mean, essentially, I don't think it's going to happen, but kind of like you bearish backtest of macro downtrend that it's now caught back within. So it doesn't look particularly good on the S&P. And we've got to remember we've got CPI tomorrow. We've got PPI on Wednesday. We've got the European Central Bank rate on Thursday or Friday. One of them. And yeah, and that's that. Always explicit. I don't know. Don't believe that. Seriously, like, no. Because people wouldn't. Like, who here, like, actually raise your hands, tell me honestly, did you flee this weekend? Did you sell USDC or USDT or any stablecoin to go into Bitcoin or Ethereum? Or if you did sell USDC or USDT or any stablecoin, did you sell that into fiat? Because all the exchanges have a fiat option now. If you're that worried and you're concerned about the FUD that's in the market, and you think that something that's like what 30% of the stablecoin market is going to collapse, then surely you would think that that's going to affect the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. So therefore, you'd sell it back into just cash, wouldn't you? Isn't that probably what most people did? Who like, yeah. Lots of people got into short inverse, no leverage to get out of stables. Yeah, maybe. But I think that most people who would have fallen for the FUD, who would have been concerned by it, would have sold back into cash. Because you're not going to go into Bitcoin or Ethereum if you think that it's going to cause another black swan event in the market. It's like FTX thing. You're not going to go, oh, FTX is collapsing, let me buy Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's dumping. If it really collapses, Bitcoin's going to dump. You wouldn't do it, and that ultimately is why I think the markets had a reaction, because people who are just too afraid to make money lose money. And if they're so afraid at the lows and they're like, oh, I don't want to lose money, I don't want to lose money, I don't want to lose money, they're going to lose money. And they're going to go into cash, and then they're going to be forced to buy it 25% higher than it was when this FUD came out. We are up 25% in 2 days from when the FUD came out. And that's what the market does to people. And well, look, I was joking about this, wasn't I? I was joking that the 50k by May meme thing, and I was saying if we could get back up to 30k by next week and early on next week, and it was like we were talking nonsense. But now suddenly that's back on the table. Like, if we can break this high, we're going to go to 30k. And then suddenly that 50k by May that we were saying was just ridiculous just a couple of days ago suddenly is back on the table again, and people are going to start talking about it. It's mad. Dread mining traded DAI for ETH. Use GMX on Arboretum. That's like way over my head. I don't really understand that. I don't know what that means. Yeah, again, I can't comment on the 1 billion spent across BTC, ETH, BNB has some implications on prices. I haven't seen that news. I just go from like, this is only my opinion. I don't know the facts. That's just, yeah, how I think. Hmm. Nah, always come on. We're going to continue talking about this. Come on, seriously. The people who are still in this market, or the people that have come back into this market, like, what are the majority of people going to do? Yes, people are like, okay, we all want decentralization, that's why we're here, that's the idealistic thing about it. But if you don't have if you don't have the ability to lose money without like pooing yourself, or without like becoming really scared, the poo thing's on my mind now, butt cheeks. um, then what are you going to do? It doesn't matter about like whether you have these idealistic things about decentralization and if you love Bitcoin. If you can't afford to lose the money, you're going to go back into cash. And that's what most people did around FTX, and I think that's what most people are doing again, or did again at the weekend. Yeah, again, why I just didn't comment on the situation, because I didn't want to comment on the situation, but we're getting so many questions about it. I like to just stick to the price action. I don't know about all of the the thing. This is just an opinion that I have. And the market is very, very efficient at taking money away from the people that can't afford to lose it and giving it to the people that can. And when you realize that, it becomes a lot easier to make that money. And just think like, what are the people who are scared going to be doing here? Probably not going to be buying Bitcoin. Probably not going to be buying USDC. Probably not going to be buying more crypto. So what will the market do? Punish them. That's what I think. I want to try and find some alts and stuff that's lagging behind, because if we are going to hold up here, I think there's a good opportunity. Something like Solana, for example. Back inside the range. Just out of interest. This is what we were talking about the other day. It's difficult to know like how you can trade this, but there we go. Is there anything that's down on the day? Prime. Prime is down on the day. Ape is down on the day. Just XRP. I think there's a good opportunity there on XRP. Oh, what the? Bitcoin is properly leading this. Lewis Payne, hey Luke, how much content do you have on catching order flow reversals on your course? So we've got, what do we have that's like order flow related? We've got a little series on, we've got some playbook strategies on that, like how you can look to read order flow, what kind of things you're looking for when you're reading the footprint charts, when you're looking at those moments that you have volume traps at the lows, where you're getting those imbalances, where you're getting all of these kind of things going on. We do have videos that go over that. And then what I'd say then is it's more of it's not like a one size fits all type of strategy, because order flow is so subjective and is so different across multiple different markets. So what we really try and focus on is we have the strategies, but without an example, it's very hard to explain it. And from one day to the next, through different phases in the market, you get very different activity, you get different kind of behavior going on. So what we try and do is look at okay, these are the basic rules, but this is why we do live trading every single day. So if you're within the crew, we're just repeating. It's just repetition, 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 because what kind of reversals you're looking for in a low volume environment, which is what we had been in for the majority of the past like few months, we've been very low volume. That's picked up again, obviously, today. So what was working last week in terms of order flow will not be working today. What was working today would not have been working last week. So it's really like a case by case basis where we're going through live, and there's that repetition where you start to understand, okay, what's actually going on within the market here? Where can we try and find the extremes? Where can we try to find the opportunities within that? So if I'm looking at just the order flow from today, for example, we did have the long was the only time where I've really felt comfortable within this. So we came down, we took out the Asia lows, okay, which was just here. So there's your Asia low. We came down, we took out the Asia lows as we started into a new session. And at that point, as we dropped down there, we started to see a fairly significant number of longs stopped out. So that's the majority of longs that had opened within this range. I mean, actually all of the longs that had opened within this range, effectively. So the day's long positions stopped, longs then dropping again without price making a lower low. You're getting the divergences that start to form there. You had shorts starting to build as you were down at that low, which presented an opportunity for there to be a squeeze. We probably hit into some liquidations. Again, I didn't trade it based off of order flow. I'm mainly looking at what we had as we came down there. But when you see the volume, anything that would really stand out. I mean, we've been hitting liquidations on both sides because we're quite volatile there. You don't have a specific entry unless you're looking at this. So this is probably the candle that you'd look to enter at. But it's a bit difficult because you didn't have the change of market structure. Yeah, so this is the thing that we're doing, and we're looking through this and yeah, this is why we do it live a lot of the time. And once you start to see enough examples of things live, because it's so easy to say in hindsight, okay, this is what we had divergences, we had long stopped out, but unless you're really seeing that and you're taking that decision in real time, it's tough to really say, okay, that's going to work next time, because sometimes it just doesn't work out. And yeah, that's why like market structure is very important. And what I often say with order flow is it helps me to stay out of bad trades rather than get into good trades. All I need to get into a good trade is this. Don't like very, very simple. I mean, yeah, like that's all the levels that I had on my chart earlier. Was that's all I needed to get into a good trade, and this is exactly the same as what we had the other day. Okay, so it's just very, very, very simple trading, not even looking at order flow. But if I was concerned, or like if I was trying to knife catch, then looking at the order flow would help me to understand when would be a bad decision to get into a trade. So if we're looking at, I'm going to look at this example here, because was this 23k? Whoops, let me just go back over here. Okay, yeah, so 23k was the first time we hit monthly open. That's when I took the scalp short. Again, I didn't look at the order flow here. I wasn't actually home. But I would suspect, because this continued to squeeze, I would suspect that this little section of open interest rising would have been a lot of short positions and not so much longs. So at that point, you're probably seeing negative delta, but price is maintaining. So is the delta going down? Through those candles, it is. It's very minimal. Again, in hindsight, that looks good. It looks kind of clear. In real time, that would have been quite tricky to actually understand, and you didn't really see the significant imbalances and things playing out there. But you did start to have shorts entering on those backticks. Yes, you had some trap traders at the highs, but you're repeatedly getting those shorts on these backticks. Again, here I would have thought we probably see more shorts, a rise in open interest. Yes, this is better. This is clearer. So this is where we got through the monthly open. this will be short positions. And again, this would have helped me to not get into a short. So I bet this, although price here to here, I would say I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this at all. I would imagine you've got negative, you've got bullish divergence or close to. You formed bullish divergence on that low. So there's an example, how you don't get into a bad trade, because you see a lot of short positions opening, much more so than you've got longs. You know that market structure is in your favor. You know that the chances are that you're going to squeeze. So there's another example. Here again, a rise in open interest with price consolidating, price making higher here. I don't know if this would have bullish divergence, but let's check it. Fairly flat, but price is chasing, and on the back tick, you are getting those sellers coming in. Now, is there a point in which that starts to change? Here again, you're going to have the same thing, bullish divergences, right? Not so much. Fair enough. And now open interest is settled a little bit. But yeah, that's it was around here, wasn't it? This was the bit that you'd want to be. That's where you know that you're going to squeeze again. Within this little portion of the chart here, you know that this is going to continue to squeeze, I think, at that point. And that's just as you start New York. So a lot of people shorting. A lot of people shorting as you start New York, as New York Open happens. Oh no, that would have been an hour earlier today. I haven't reset my charts yet. I need to do that. SW, the USD pair on EXO was pretty clear, 3 minutes. Cool. I think I am going to stop looking at the USD pair examples on the inverse. I think I will leave that to the people that trade USD, trade the inverse. But yeah, that's cool. Any reason for not having delta on your footprint bar statistics? Only delta as a percentage. Again, it's more so because of volume. So then it doesn't matter really too much what the volume is. I can see the volume traded within that, and then I can see the percentage of delta there. So I've got big numbers, small numbers, where you actually have the volume section of the chart here. So that shows me if there's big numbers at that point. Delta as a percentage of that, so you'd know at that point you got 50% more shorts than longs on that candle. So with a high volume candle, yeah, it's just a little bit cleaner for me. I'm not a maths guy, so I don't like looking at too many numbers. That's why most of the time it's a visual thing. So that's why I just have colors and dots. And I look from the visuals rather than the numbers. Binance got more volume today than almost all of its history. Wow. Have a look at the Binance chart. Because I know Binance, like that initial move up that we had yesterday, went a lot higher, didn't it, than other exchanges? What's this line? What are we doing here? Oh, look. Look what's happening again. A joke. The big joke that we were talking about the meme inverse head and shoulders. Is it about to happen? Are we actually gonna get this? Volume. That's quite a lot of volume. Yeah. Very nice. Oh, so look on daily. Oh, fine. No, go back. BTC USDT. Here, daily. Um, that actually doesn't look like anything. Actually doesn't look like anything. Yeah. So you got to remember. You got to remember the volume on this is calculated in Bitcoin, so you're naturally going to see larger volume at lower prices. So although there may have been more dollars transacting up here, because price is lower down here, you're naturally going to see this being higher. um, volume in USD. Okay, this matches your argument a little bit better, doesn't it? So this is actually showing that we've had an all-time high. I've never used this indicator in my life. I don't know if it's accurate or not. um, I've never used it before, but this would suggest that you've had all-time high volume on in dollar value on Binance today. Is there another one? USD volume. See if the so that was showing 15 billion, right? $15 billion. It's looking about the same. So you would assume that this is fairly accurate, yeah. What's it like on Bybit? Volume USD. Coinbase. The CME gap's funny. I'll come to that in a second. The CME gap is funny. Like CME literally put in all that work last week to fill the gap, and then put in an identical gap again this morning. Here's the old gap. You put in all that work to fill this gap on Thursday, Friday, and then you have a new gap that's like exactly the same as the old gap, and then we're just even further above it than we were last time. And significant volume, you have to say again here on CME. Like that could be breakaway. In which case, next gap above us, 28,920. Yeah. Have we spoken about this scenario playing out before? We've done all of the weird meme stuff. We'll see what happens. Mr. Brownbug, taking a shower and listening. Mr. Brownbug, you were saying you were bearish last week. So I talked about no, this is I don't even know how to say it to make it like even no, I'm not gonna. Shower off your shame and your bear turds. Oh, never mind. So, hello, Mr. Brownback. Welcome. There will be volatility tomorrow. There absolutely will. So tomorrow I will be live again. I will be back here. I will be back at my computer and we'll actually trade this a little bit more sensibly and a little bit more seriously. But today, this has been a decent little chat about the market in general. We haven't really looked at the technicals or found any particular trades other than this mini little short position, which is okay. It's in a little bit of profit right now, so it's a bit more profit for today, which I'm happy about. But yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow to live stream it's P, isn't it, tomorrow? CPI tomorrow at 12:30 UTC. So remember that. So everything's an hour earlier because New York has gone into their summertime video. New York has gone into summertime. UK follows in 2 weeks. So for the next 2 weeks, we're going to have New York open at 1:30 UTC. We're going to have the economic data, the pre-market stuff happening at 12:30 UTC. And then in 2 weeks, the UK then catches up and UTC then catches up. And then we're going to go back to New York opening at 2:30 p.m. But then at that point, the daily open will become 1 a.m. This is where it gets really annoying and really confusing. And for some reason, I always get it wrong, but I think I've got it right because I've done this enough times now. I think that's how it is. So New York is now shifted an hour earlier because it's an hour later for 2 weeks. And at that point, London catches up, but the daily open will shift then. And the London Open will shift then. No, the London Open doesn't shift. Or does it? I can't remember. But we will update. So yeah, anyway, tomorrow. I'm probably going to wrap this up here. I've spoken for an hour. I know we haven't really spoken too much about this. I do think tomorrow will be very interesting to see what the legacy markets do in particular. And yeah, I will be live just after midday UTC tomorrow for US CPI. And we're going to see what happens then. So volatility is going to happen tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, I'm going to live stream the US PPI, and the UK budget is happening at 12:30 p.m. UTC. So you've got the UK budget, you've got the US PPI, you've got retail sales, you've got all sorts of other stuff. And then immediately after the stream, we're doing our New York Open trading room. So I'll do an hour here, and then we're going to do the trading room with the crew. Then on Thursday, I'll do New York Open as normal. And then on Friday, yeah, we got French Bulls stream happening then. So, Josh, what are you talking about? Asia shifts with New Zealand or Aussie daylight savings. I don't think they do. I don't know. I don't know if they do daylight savings. Richard Morrissey, I am still in a long position right now, and just before I started the stream, I did take a short. So the short's from 24,300, just above 24,300. The long is this one. That little tiny dot down there that I'm still holding, even though on Friday I was like, I don't hold trades over the weekend, but the Bears had nothing, so I did it. I'm still holding a like at this point less than a quarter of that position, so it's like like an eighth of that position now. I've taken profit quite a few times already. I've halved it. I halved it here last night as I saw we were pumping. I took off another half here, taken off another half up here, and I'm left with not too much remaining. But yeah, those are the Yeah, still holding that long. I did take another long today. I managed to ride that for a fair amount of this move, but not all of it. And I got stopped break even on one short position. So monthly open, we had a very slight pullback, but it was starting to look squeezy. I was just trading on my phone at that time, so I wasn't actually home, and I just didn't want to risk it. So I just closed out of that as I saw price coming back up. So yeah, those are the trades that I've taken today. And I took one on ETH as well. So I took the long on ETH, which I closed fairly quickly again. It was just day trade. So yeah, been a very good day. It's been a very good day. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. We will be back here, like I say, tomorrow with more exciting stuff, hopefully. I'm sure tomorrow will be a big day on all markets. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Have a great evening, everyone. If you've missed the move and you weren't in a long, or if you got stopped on a short, don't worry. These things happen in the market now and again. Tomorrow's a new day. There's going to be new stuff to trade. There's going to be volatility. There's going to be new opportunities. So don't FOMO into anything. Don't start chasing the market. Tomorrow's a new day. There's going to be so much opportunity to come. So yeah, have a great evening, and I will see you very